Hi, and welcome to the Brussels update. Last month was a turbulent time in Brussels with several important topics being discussed. So we have decided to focus on two of the bigger questions. How do we reach availability of clean energy? And what are the investments needed for the waterborne sector? The reason why we have picked these topics is that these will be the key subjects during the hearings of the commissioners. At least, that's what we expect. To kick off this episode, we will head to Brussels, where the Transport, Telecommunications and Energy Council has just finished. And Pieter-Ruurd and Douwe are sharing their takeaways.
What did they talk about and how was it relevant for shipping?
Yes, so first of all, what was interesting that a lot of member states asked the Commission to spend more money on the Connecting Europe facility, and this with the intention to mobilize more private money for sustainable projects. And secondly, what was also very interesting was that a lot of member states urged the Commission to make the state aid rules more flexible in order for the member states to spend more money on sustainable projects. What is very relevant for the Dutch Ship Owners Association is that the EU ETS revenues will be spent on sustainable projects in the maritime sector, meaning the infrastructure, but also the scaling up of sustainable fuels.
Besides finance, what was talked about?
So two other very relevant topics. The first one was to make it easier for local and regional governments to give out permissions to sustainable projects. And then secondly, that there should be a focus on cross-border energy infrastructure. And from here in Brussels, I would like to give the word back to Marjolein.
To gather more insight, we have asked Frederik van 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗿, our European colleague from VNO-NCW MKB-Nederland, to share his view on the subject. Is it public money he's talking about? Are we talking about private money? Is that to be discussed?
No, it's a very good question, because I believe there has been a bit of a misconception, at least in the public debate, that Draghi is asking for example, in energy, 450 billion in public funds. But this is not the case. What he says is we should have a mix of both private investments and public investments to finance this transition. And he basically puts the emphasis at the beginning also on unleashing private investment. So for example, further integrating the EU's capital market or further improving the EU pension systems in the member states.
That will be quite a debate.
It will be quite a debate. I think there's a lot. The agenda that Mario Draghi has proposed is very overarching, wide-reaching, and it will be a wide agenda with politically sensitive issues. But if we tend to move and make some steps on all these different elements, then in accumulation, it will be a big step forward for the European economy.
A recurring phrase this Brussels update is the need for investments in the European industry. But when we talk about investing in the shipping industry, what do we mean? And how is investing in shipping worthwhile? Renze Boersema is standing by to explain the ins and outs.
The main condition for investing is solid returns over the years. But right now, shipping is facing several risks due to the energy transition we're in. Investments during a transition period are capital intense and involve significant financial risks. What are the risks we are facing? Clean ships are more expensive than conventional ships. Second one, infrastructure for the renewable fuels is not available yet. And third, no clear choice has been made regarding the fuel of the future. In search for the renewable fuel of the future, the chicken and the egg discussion needs to be resolved. Who is going to make the first move? Without clean ships, there's no demand for clean fuels. While without clean fuels, there's no market for a clean ship. We need to work together, not only within the shipping industry, but on a broader level. Producers of fuel, governments, and the whole maritime industry. Only if the whole chain works together, we can start working at the same time towards the same goal. For layman's terms, just like the Formula 1, we need a clear green light so we can start the race towards a greener future.
It's lights out and away we go.
Questions? Please contact me or leave a comment. That's it for the Brussels update. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next Brussels update.